Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to TCG's TCG podcast. Today we're here with the birds and the bees, as you can hear them around us. But today we have
Blake,
Isaigha,
and I'm your host Cole. Last week, Blake, you and Garrett were so kind to record the podcast for me. I'm very, very appreciative of that.
Even though
there was
we're
a
insulting
podcast
you.
last week.
Yeah, there was.
Did you listen to the podcast?
I did.
before?
I did.
Oh.
I thought it was pretty funny that you guys just started talking about how to beat me and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty funny. That deck list is soon to come, by the way, guys. Those of you who want to hear like my pure Dark Magician deck list. But I figured this week we kind of missed the ban list. Is a little upsetting. We're probably like the next time there's a ban list, of course we're gonna cover it. We forgot to cover it this time, but it's whatever. Anyways. Today I thought we would talk about cards that need reprinting, and then we should probably cover some custom fusions, give them some clever names, tell us what they do, and do that. Maybe some people out there might draw them for us or something. I don't know.
Hopefully they will.
I know some pretty creative people. So, first of all, I'm going to say this right now.
Oh, by the way, wait, can I say one thing before we start? Please support the Meatly on Patreon. They're awesome. Just go support them, please.
All right. Ash Blossom.
Ash
It needs one more reprint. I think it just needs one more reprint in a common set. They don't need to make it promo. They don't need to make it make it a common.
Yeah.
Give us a common reprint of Ashe.
But I don't think they should really do that. Maybe a rare or super rare.
Well, no, because if it's common, it'll at least be more accessible to the common player.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's the point. They want, that sweet gamer money, because they reprinted it. They think every Yu-Gi-Oh player just has enough money to buy the world.
Well, I do, but
well, I do. I'm not ready.
Well,
I'll give him 100 more years to clean this place up.
Yeah.
I don't even have the money to buy a new deck.
Give him 100 years. See if they can clean this mess up.
When we're all dead and not.
But definitely, Ghost Ogre was released in the Kaiba tin as a promo. That was okay, but I think we should get Ashe at least as a promo. If we don't get her as a common, it may be fine. Give her to us as a promo in the Yusei tin, because they're tuners, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're tuners.
I think they're tuners. I could be wrong. I think Ghost is a tuner, but I don't think Ashe is a tuner. But and I don't think anybody really cares about Ghost Reaper. I don't think anybody even plays her. So I think we can kind of
Ghost Reaper.
She has such a weird effect. That's a side deck and a half. That's a card that belongs in the side deck and a half right there. You have to know your opponent's extra deck to be playing that one.
Yeah.
What does it do?
You can discard her, and then you can banish a card from your extra deck, and then banish the same card from your opponent's extra deck, I think, or you have to control the card. But it's like you have to know your opponent's deck, in order to play it. So she's pretty useless, but I can see her coming in handy in a couple different instances. Another card. What do you think should be reprinted?
Personally, I think they should reprint Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Again?
Yeah, because I
feel like it's banned. That's the only reason they gave it to us as an ultimate rare in the Duelist Pack Kaiba. I think that's the only reason why it was an ultimate rare too, because it was so rare that no one's gonna play it anyways. It should just be a collective item.
It's just a collective item,
right?
And honestly, but the thing is, I love that card. Honestly,
well, they're coming out with Chaos Armageddon Dragon, so I don't really.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I can tell you about that later because I don't remember its effect offhand. It's a pendulum monster, but it's got.
Oh god.
The reason they did it is because they made all four of all four of the iconic banned dragons got their own cards. Trishula got her own fusion.
Oh, nice.
Dark Armed Dragon got an Xyz. Judgment Dragon's getting a synchro, and
for all four they're doing
a different extra deck monster.
That's pretty cool.
So
I like
for
that.
Chaos
I like that a lot.
So for Chaos Emperor Dragon, they are doing a pendulum monster. He's only a scale 1, so he's not really good.
No links, dang.
No links. I guess not this time. But so Chaos Emperor Dragon. That's an interesting one. What do you think it should be reprinted as, and what should it be reprinted in?
I think it should be a super rare, and I think it should come out in there was the Dragon Pack that came out really recently.
Yeah. I don't remember what that was called.
I don't remember what it's called either, but that one would have been awesome to see Chaos Emperor Dragon in there.
Would have been a really nice cover card too.
Yeah, because they had they had all the dragons there, and I'm like, where's Chaos Emperor Dragon, man? He should be up there.
Right.
They had the one that they had up there was the C-109, the ultimate dragon. It's basically if Blue Eyes turned golden and got like 30 feet taller.
Right.
basically Kaiba's ego.
You know what needs reprinting? Every single Cyberdark monster.
They
all
actually
need
do.
reprinting.
No.
Okay, can I just point this out? Cyberdark Dragon is $72. It's not that good.
Speaking of which,
What?
they need the Toon Kingdom. And most of the Toon cards.
Shine Palace 100% needs that reprint. Or is it Toon
Wait,
Kingdom? Is it Shine Palace or Toon Kingdom?
It's Toon Kingdom.
It's Toon Kingdom.
Shine Palace is the one that gives the field spell that gives all light monsters 200 attack points.
You're right.
My brother had that card, so
Are all the Toons lights?
No,
No, they're not.
No, some of them are dark.
Because there's Dark Magician Girl and stuff like that.
And then Red Eyes, and then
There's Red Eyes, yeah. That's weird. That's kind of weird that it does that.
Well, it's I know it's weird that it does that.
I know it's a Pegasus card. I just don't think it's I think I was getting it confused. I thought it was a Toon card, but
yeah, it's not a Toon card. It's just a Pegasus card. Because Pegasus is a little crazy.
I think Phoenix mode. Raw Phoenix mode is actually pretty good where it's at. It's only a $15 card and it only came out in one pack. I think it's honestly fine where it is.
Yeah. See, but the thing is, wait, I want to just comment something on Pegasus.
Mm-hmm.
He is so evil, but throughout the show, I could never hate him.
Right?
I could never hate him.
I feel like he's too flamboyant to hate.
He's too flamboyant. He's too charming. He's too funny.
He's too charming, exactly.
He's too charming to hate.
Because
you're like, it's like, I know you just murdered someone, but you're still so funny.
It hurts even more when you realize that he died in the manga. Like he died because Waking the Dragons isn't a part of the manga, neither is season 5. Like it ends at the end of Battle City.
Yeah.
Which is weird, but are there any Battle City cards that need reprinting or need printing?
Need printing, period. Yeah. You know what they should make?
Where's Life Shaper?
Let's see. The entire last duel of the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh! They need to make every single card from that game.
Well, they're finally getting around to printing cards from season 5. They're printing they're printing Siegfried's Valkyries and they're printing Leon's fairy tale stuff.
How about his 3 time princesses? Not the time lords.
They're the Valkyries.
The Valkyries? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So
the Time Maiden, what is it? The Time Maiden.
It wasn't Time Maiden, but yeah.
It was like what was the combo he had? It was one of them reveals the top 3, one of them reorganizes the top 3, and then one of them guesses the top 3.
Yeah.
Or no, it was one sees, one reorganizes, and then one guesses the top card, and if it's right, you have to do something about it.
And it's really annoying.
They should really make
because he just kept looping that effect.
Negate a spell.
They do that a lot. There's a lot.
If it's a multiple spell effect card.
What do you mean?
So you can negate one of those attacks only.
So people who are watching this probably won't know this. Isaiah's really new to the game.
I played it 2 years ago, but I stopped playing it.
There are a million cards that do do that. I think
cards that do what?
That negate spell effects.
But only one effect if it's a multiple card effect.
That's once again most spell cards.
Yeah, I would say a lot of spell cards do that.
Actually, a lot. You can just think about how many just do
probably
that.
go into any pack and get one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Cyberdarks need reprints. Maybe not Cyberdark Claw.
Is that Garrett?
Is that Garrett?
No, it's
not Garrett.
No, Garrett's here today.
I know he's here today, but is he at school still?
I think so. I can text him.
Yeah, you should text him. I need to get that skyscraper off of him.
Wait, you want me to just text him? Cole wants your skyscraper.
Cole wants your skyscraper. Anyways, but yeah, Cyber Dark Dragon was only printed in one set. Cyber Darkness Dragon is super easy to get, but Cyber Dark Dragon is still so expensive. Along with Cyber Dark Impact.
Along with so many Toon cards, because they had that one, flipping pack, and then they stopped making
Mimicat, that needs a reprint.
Mimicat, yeah.
I think it did. It did get a reprint, didn't it? In the Legendary Duelist 2 pack, didn't it?
Yes.
I think it did. I could be wrong.
So, what do you call it? Yeah. So, what's going on in Dueling? Because I deleted that. Me too.
I haven't played Dueling in about a week. They just ended their Cyrus event. I didn't get Cyrus, sadly. And I think right now they're on...
I think they're doing...
Obelisk? Finally?
No, not yet.
No, they're doing whatever...
I want Obelisk so bad.
The one that...
Who's doing that?
Sorry. The evil person, I don't remember his name.
Merrick?
Yeah.
No, Merrick's event ended.
I didn't get the Winged Dragon of Ra from that event.
I did.
And I got so close.
I would work my ass off the end this time because I missed him the first time. I also got that skill the power of the attributed, which is a really, really good skill. I'm really glad that I got that.
Yeah. So, what was the second thing we were going to talk about? Custom fusions, right?
Custom fusions.
So,
all right.
yeah, I've already been thinking of a few.
So
that I have an
me and
idea.
Damien, because you and Garrett are Team Dragon Master Knight. Me and Damien don't really have a fusion we can name ourselves after. Like, there's no Dark Magician Super Heavies or Dark Magician Pendulums. And we were like, what else do we have that's in common? We go, well, we both play Machine decks. I play Cyber ABCs, and he plays
Super Heavy
Super
Samurai.
Samurai. So we're calling
And
we're
He
calling
said
our.
something. Garrett said something. He said, yes, I know, but I already left school.
There we go. So we decided to call ourselves Team Cyber Samurai. Pretty much what we called ourselves.
Yes,
And we were like, what would be a cool Cyber Dragon Super Heavy Samurai fusion? And we were like, what about like Cyber Samurai, Big Benkei? What it would be is it would be Big Benkei, but he'd be in all silver armor. Instead of having that like weird like cattle gate staff he has, or is it a hammer?
I think it's a hammer.
Instead of having the hammer, he'd have like a staff, and then on it would be like the Cyber Dragon tail. You know how it kind of goes out like a fin?
Yeah.
He'd have that like on a staff, and then his helmet would be like the Megazord helmet, where it'd be the Cyber Dragon's head, but inside the head would be Big Benkei's like face.
Yeah.
He'd be wearing like a helmet. I'm like, that sounds really interesting. And they'd have like two Cyber Dragon tails to make like the samurai hooks on top, and it would have like an effect where like it's always treated as a Super Heavy Samurai card and a Cyber Dragon card.
Yeah.
And once per turn, for every fusion monster, for every monster in the spell and trap zones, this card gains 1,000 attack points or 500 points. So it's like it works with all the Super Heavy Samurai equip monsters, and as long as and when it's summoned, it banishes all the spells and traps from the graveyard. And then for every banished spell and trap, it gains 100 points.
I think it should do 300 damage. I think it should go like Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Oh, it does like 300 damage
just
for
300 damage
it burns for every one of banished. That'd be cool. I like that.
Yeah, I think it should do that because
It would probably have
burn
like,
damage.
It probably have like 3,400 attack. It could probably attack in defense mode. In all honesty.
Yeah, of course, that's like one of the core mechanics of the entire thing.
So it probably have like maybe like 1,100 attack points, 4,000 defense.
Probably 4,000. Right?
I'd say 2,100 attack to keep Cyber Dragon, and then 3,400 to keep Big Benkei in there.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good combination.
Of those two cards.
Of those two cards, yeah. It'd probably still be a warrior though.
Oh god.
It'd be like a something
Can it
level
just
warrior.
aren't there cards that have two different?
No, I don't think there's a lot that do that.
So I think I have an idea for a fusion.
Yeah.
I would want to see
Trunks and Vegeta.
No, God, disgusting.
That
Cole.
is very disgusting, actually.
Look up Dragon Ball Heroes Trunks and Vegeta fused. You will take that statement back. Their outfit looks so cool.
Okay, so as I was saying,
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
I would like to see a fusion, like as I've discussed with Cole, and I don't think he'll remember this, but a fusion between Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, and Dark Magician. Now I've already thought of all of.
You gave me like some kind of like crazy flame wingman design for the dark. And it was like Dark Magician wearing like armor.
Okay, so
and, like, his shoulder pads were like- yeah, go ahead,
let me explain.
Go ahead.
So we got Dark Magician. Basically, it's a magician.
Summonable with Eye of Timaeus.
What?
Summonable with Eye of Timaeus.
No.
Yeah, it has it's Dark Magician's one of the fusion materials.
Fine.
Summonable with Timaeus.
So basically, the card's design is that it's what, like you see, it's dark. It's basically Dark Magician, like the normal, but it's split. He's split into two. Half of his like robe is completely jet black with a huge like he has two wings.
Right.
The Red Eyes Black Dragon wings, and his arm is completely Red Eyes' head, and in the other one he's holding a staff. Like, Lord of Dragons? I mean, the King of Dragons, how he has the guitar.
Yeah.
Well, the staff is Blue Eyes' head. And his other wing is Blue Eyes' wing.
Here's what I was thinking about. I guess I remembered it wrong. It was Dark Magician, and then his armor kind of in the center, instead of having like a robe, it's kind of like, it's more like armor, but it still has the same shape. He has one blue eye and one red eye. And then he's got kind of like the Egyptian.
That kind of odd eyes dragon.
Kind of like that. The Egyptian colored skin, and then he'd have on one shoulder. One of his shoulders is Red Eye's head. The other shoulder is Blue Eyes' head.
Oh wait, now I
remember. That's kind of what I was imagining.
Yeah, well, what
and
I
then
was.
he'd have like one Red Eye's wing and one Blue Eyes wing. That's what I was.
Yeah, what I was imagining is one of his arms is just completely Red Eyes' head.
Violet Eyes Magician.
Violet Eyes Magicians, yes.
What's its effect? What does it do? It's gotta have that. It's gotta have that discard to negate a spell trap from Dark Magician.
So yeah, it's discard to negate a spell and trap. Then from Blue Eyes, it's special summon another level 8 dragon when it's destroyed.
Fascinating.
And from Red Eyes, it's all fire type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle.
Okay, that's fascinating.
So that's what
But
I
then that'll be an
that's
OP
what
card, so I don't think they'll make it if that has.
I
that
think that's a
effect.
very underrated card. In all honesty,
Yeah.
can I
Yeah,
mess
yeah,
with it a little bit?
yeah,
Here's what we
you
do.
go,
We
go.
make it unplayable, right? Here's what it does. It's got Dark Magician's effect. It's got the Dark Magician fusion effect, where you can discard a card to negate a spell or trap card effect, and destroy that card, because it's a fusion, so it gets to destroy. And then it gets a Blue Eyes effect, where once per turn it's allowed to destroy a card on the field, but it cannot attack that turn. And here's the reason why it's unplayable. Once per turn, you can stop
Nuke
this
your
card
field.
once per turn in cost for this card attacking. So you could do this and the Blue Eyes effect. Deal half this card's attack as damage to your opponent. Like
Oh, nice.
give it the Inferno Fire Blast effect, right?
Yeah, Inferno Fire Blast.
Give it like maybe 4,000 points.
Wait, no, I have a better idea.
Yeah?
Basically, we give it.
I'm very curious why you gave it
1,000
a fire effect. Like,
Well, because that's Red Eyes.
Red Eyes has never. I don't think any deck has ever played Red Eyes with fire monsters.
No, Red Eyes. Well, Red Eyes is
No, I
most
have.
of it. Their most of their Red Eyes' effects of their cards also help with fire effects, like Red Eyes Transmigration, and then some other Red Eyes effects, because it's all Joey. You know
Joey
how
deals
Kaiba has Blue Eyes aesthetic, and Dark Magician has Yugi aesthetic, and definitely Red Eyes does have that
Fire.
that lingering fire and Joey aesthetic.
I guess.
Inside Dueling, it shows fire around it when it comes out.
It's just weird that like.
Okay, so
Like. Go ahead.
So, basically, what I thought is that its effect
Mhm.
is it can use the effects of either 1,000 Knives, Burst Stream of Destruction.
Oh, so it's like a choice.
Yeah.
What if it's a
or
coin flip?
What?
Or what if it's like a dice roll? Give it more of that Joey feel.
Nah. And then Red Eyes Transmigration. Basically, I mean, not Red Eyes Transmigration.
But
The
you can't choose
Infernal
either
Fire.
way.
Yeah, let's have it summon
So,
a ritual monster. Is
1,000
there a monster that does that?
I think there is.
I
There's gotta-
think there
okay,
is.
There has to be a monster.
It's somewhere in the Machine Angel Rituals or the Koei.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It's a monster that also acts as a ritual card, where as long as it's on the field, you can ritual summon monsters using it.
Yeah.
That has to. I don't think I've ever seen it.
There's a card like that.
I'm gonna look it up later.
So yeah, basically it has, you can pick between that three. Wipe your opponent's field, but you can't attack. But for the next 2 turns, because that's too overpowered.
Pop a
then
single monster
pop a
and
single
still
monster
attack.
and still attack. It should have like 4,500, 4,500.
Maybe
That's-
4,000. I feel like it shouldn't
4,000,
have exactly as much as a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Keep Ultimate Dragon up in its own tier, but still make it pretty strong.
We'll make it pretty strong.
Make it stronger than all 3 of them at least.
Yeah. So, so 4,000. It's half of its a half. Basically, you can deal half of its attack points as damage. Or, all 3 of those effects. So, I think that would be a cool
That'd be cool.
idea.
So it is at least 2,000 with one effect, but it can't attack. Or you could pop whole field, don't attack, or you could just pop one single monster or card
And
then
attack.
still attack. I like that. That's cool. So we're wearing down to our 3 minutes. We got about 3 minutes
Wait.
left.
Instead of 1,000 Knives, I just thought of this. Destroy their back row, like Dark Magic Attack.
There we go.
That's the better one, because
There we
Dark
go.
Magic Attack is the actual attack.
Then why not
in
make the Blue Eyes effect just pop all monsters?
Yeah, it's pop. Blue Eyes is pop all monsters,
Oh, I
but he
thought it
can't
was pop
attack.
field.
No, Blue Eyes monster
No, that's too
effect.
powerful.
Blue Eyes effect is pop all monsters. So basically, you got spells and
What do you mean it's
traps.
too powerful? That's what Neutron Blast
Dude.
Attack does.
Dude,
Well, you don't need
spell.
multiple cards,
So
though.
basically,
Isn't
you
that
have
the only card
destruction
that
of
does that
spell
effect,
and
though?
Hold on,
traps.
you guys are both talking about.
Okay, wait.
first?
You have the destruction of spell and traps. You have destruction of monsters, and you have the inflicting of life point damage, all in one monster.
That's all of a monster. I do
That's
like that.
that's perfect.
What are you
That's
saying?
that's my.
But
that's
is
my-
it Neutron? Isn't that the only card that can do that?
No, there's a million cards that can do that.
nuclear field, opponent's field?
Nuke
Yeah,
opponent's field. There's a ton of cards that do that.
There's one that's
I
a
know,
discard 5
um,
cards from your hand.
if I have
nuke
that
both
minimum-
fields.
if I have
Yeah,
a
I know
minimum-
that. It's
If I have
it
that
in my
minimum
hand.
5,000
Finalist.
points, I can use Raw to do that.
Yeah.
Which is why, fun fact, that's why Raw's played it 2 in my deck.
Yeah,
Because Raw's actually a really good OTK machine.
it is. But the best all-around one has to be Obelisk. All right, so let's conclude it here.
All right, we got 9 minutes. We're on 19 minutes. This actually lasted a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, I was
This
like,
is good. I
wait,
actually like
This
it.
is really good. This is a really fun one that we didn't do a deck list. We're gonna stop doing deck lists for these because it means I can't do deck lists on their own video. So, thank you guys so much for watching this podcast or listening to the podcast. I mean, you pretty much just looked at kind of a black screen the entire time, but it's whatever. Make sure that you subscribe. There's a little icon in the center of the screen right now for you to subscribe. There's also the playlist on the top of that to go check out our other cardcasts. You can go to our channel, check out our deck lists, check out our duels that we have one of. We're gonna do another one tomorrow.
Yeah.
pretty much it. So this has been
Blake.
Isaiah.
and I'm your host, Cole. Thank you guys for watching. Stay off the streets, don't do drugs, and don't play Fortnite. See you guys next time.